As I approach my 50th birthday, I've been reflecting an awful lot on my childhood dreams. Now, one of those dreams was always to release a computer game. Now, I've written an awful lot of software in my life, but I've never actually released a commercial game. Well, today I'm taking that leap, and I want you to join me on this incredible journey. Now, for me, this journey actually started over 40 years ago. Way back when I was 8 years old, I had an Atari 400.
Atari brings the computer age home.
One of the ones that actually had a real keyboard on it. And it did, besides, all the cool games, obviously, that I was really fascinated with as an 8-year-old, it also had a cartridge that you could put in to play BASIC. It would actually let you program in the BASIC computer language. And so I actually, when I was 9, due to a variety of things, we were moving, the joysticks got lost for a little bit, whatever. All I had for a while was that BASIC cartridge. So when I was 9, I actually taught myself how to program in BASIC. By the time that I was 10, I actually wrote my first real computer game, which was just a clone of Monopoly. But I proved that I could do it, and we actually got they had sold an external tape drive for the Atari 400 where you could use audio cassettes to save your programs. You could also use it for like save games in the regular games. Making a Monopoly clone was actually the first computer game that I actually made, although technically I guess it was for the Atari, so some people may consider that more of a console, but what have you. And it was all text-based and whatever, but I thought it was pretty awesome, and considering everything, it probably was pretty awesome at the time. Eventually I got my first PC, a 286, and then I started learning other languages, Pascal and C and what have you, and it was really kind of off to the races after that. Now I loved gaming, and it really didn't matter for me. It was board games, tabletop RPGs, my Atari, Nintendo eventually, and PC games. Loved it all. Probably my favorite was all the strategy games and real-time strategy games. Dune 2, and then much later on Command and Conquer, and the Civilization games. Those all consumed way too much of my time. It's probably why one of the first games that I actually wrote for the PC was just this little tank game. It was goofy and stupid, and it just had two little tanks that, depending on which side of the keyboard you had, you could drive your tank around. But it taught me an awful lot back then about how to actually put everything together, because back in those days you only had 16 colors, and you had to use palette switching in order to fake animation and everything like that, and it was just so much fun to learn how to do. Now, as a kid, I had 2 dream jobs that I was interested in. One was becoming a game developer. The other one was commanding a naval submarine. Reasonably confident that second one isn't going to pan out. I did. The path I ended up actually going down was I became a network engineer, then a software developer, and then product manager. But I kind of always kept doing game development as a hobby there in the background. And so what's changed now to make me want to switch this hobby into an actual commercial game? I mean, honestly, the main thing is the fact that all the success I've been having lately with porting over Federation Empire, that amazing board game that I used to play, or one of the amazing board games that I used to play forever ago. Porting over that to the computer, actually really the success that I've been having with that effort, the excitement that I've been seeing from other folks from the videos that I've been posting on here around that's really got me thinking that, now is the time. And then especially when you couple that with the fact that, I'm going to turn 50 in July, and Steam is having a Next Fest in June. Just seems like everything kind of lines up perfectly. Because with that being 7 months away, gives me plenty of time, to actually be able to keep working on Federation and Empire, because I definitely still want to get that done, even though that's not intellectual property that I own. It's still, that's a passion project of mine that I still want to move forward with. Of course, I still have my real job, and I do have 3 kids that consume a good chunk of my time. So I think that, if I do a smaller, scaled down game like everybody says that you should do for your first real one, I should be able to do that in this time frame that's allowed, be able to get a good quality demo out for Next Fest in June, and then, hopefully release it shortly thereafter, so I can have a commercial game out when I'm 50. So what am I going to be doing with this YouTube channel? I'm definitely going to switch over now to providing weekly updates so that everybody can see the progress that's actually getting made. As a matter of fact, next week I will walk you through the ideas that I've got for the game. I've already got something in the works for what I want to do. Of course, I'll continue to be providing updates on the Federation and Empire port. As well as then I'm assuming that I'll do a few more tutorials along the way for interesting things that I've learned or that, are challenges that come up. I know I've had some people ask me a few questions. I've tried to answer them. How I've done some other things in my Federation in game. I'm assuming the same thing will happen with this. So I'll get those updates out there. Anyway, if this is something that you would be interested in, I'd love it if you would go ahead and subscribe and join me on this journey. Anyway, I'm really excited to start this whole new journey for myself, and thank you for taking the time to watch this. If you have no idea what I was talking about on that Federation and Empire port, I'm sure somewhere around my head right now is a link to watch that video series to see what I've been doing there. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.